Hey, I don't want to waffle because that's what I can do, but I just kind of wanted to just say something that God's had on my heart regarding to me, and I know that people will relate with it. And this is more aimed to my Christian brothers and sisters, and people who are maybe a bit wayward right now, or just struggling, because as much as I love God and I've got a relationship with God, and I've been through it. Do you understand? Like, I've been through it. There's been times where I've just said, God, don't talk to me right now because you just doing a lot right now. So please just give me, and it sounds mad, but I've had that when you've literally been waging war, spiritual war, and just going through things and things attacking you. And I know it's not God's fault, but it's like sometimes you do feel a bit entitled as a Christian. You're like, okay, salvation, like armor, why is this still happening? But you read people in the Bible like Job and that went through it. And I'm not saying that God makes all allowances for everything that goes bad, but I know that there's been a refining in that time, and I wouldn't know the capabilities of Keela if I didn't go through certain things in my life. I would not understand a purpose. I would not understand my identity. I would not be able to discern the people actually aren't supposed to be in my life. I would have kept them there and wonder why my life ain't moving. Do you know what I mean? So certain things do have to have allowance to happen to grow us. Do you know what I mean? Even people who don't believe in God will still face those kind of things. It's just like we have a faith that surpasses all understanding, So that's where we gear ourselves and we cement ourselves and anchor ourselves to faith. Whereas a lot of people are just like, oh, let me just go with the next thing that makes me feel good. Temporary fixes. I don't choose temporary. I used to, and it exhausted the heck out of me. Let's be real. Exhausted, drained me to the point where I didn't even want to get out of bed. Hello, depression. Do you know what I mean? Like, no, I don't want to live that life. I don't want to be around people who trigger that. I don't want none of that. So that is like where grounding the faith is. But I don't want to go off topic because I can feel myself doing it. But I just wanted to, I'm going to title this video, Help, I'm a Hypocrite. Because basically I've had convictions in my life not to do things for a long time. Like, let's go back. When I was younger, I used to get convictions. And I'd be like, no. And just be like, oh, that's just, you know what I mean? The worldly, oh, it's a conscience, or different things, even though I knew it was God because I'd already experienced that kind of, encounter from the age of 4. This is how I know when God speaks to me, because I encountered it in an age where I was very innocent, and I really could discern things a lot easier than I can now because there's less distractions and less knowledge of what things are. So when you get older, you kind of have a lot more contamination trying to attack your head. So I always know that same feeling. Do you know what I mean? That same embrace. But I don't know. I just got to a point where I just like, no. But fast forward, so being in like certain environments and engaging in certain activities and different things, something that I thought, how is this going to happen? Because I was going out a lot, I was enjoying myself, do you know what I mean? I was living my best life, or whatever you want to say. But at the end of the day, it was never, ever satisfying me. And whoever tries to tell you that the YOLO lifestyle is lit is lying. I don't care how many times you want to be flown out or you want to do this and you got money in the corner and this and that. Deep down, you're not fully satisfied. You're just not. Come on now. But anyway, just having all those fast encounters and experiences just really was not for me. And I just knew that, it took a big like breakdown and break up and everything to get me back to a place of stillness because I was moving too much. I think that's, our mind, our body, emotions, our will, everything. It's just because this world goes so fast. And I just knew God was just calling me to stillness, and I was fighting it. But I just found that, for example, going clubbing and different things, and I still need to make a video on like the spiritual implications of things. But I'm being very obedient in this part because there's a level of, I don't care about people think I'm crazy. It's the more I want to know properly what I'm saying, because as soon as you release a word, you have to be careful of the backlash. And I want to make sure I'm in a spiritually good place. So basically, in the clubs and everything, you do know that's just the devil's playing ground. Like, even if you don't believe, you can just see the madness that happens here. So for me, I speak against it. I still speak against it to this day, and different things and soul ties and everything like that. Because it has serious implications on your character and who you are. But yes, after 2 years or whatever, I went out. I was going to like bars and stuff before because I just thought in my head, like, at least it's not the club. But really, if you think about it, it's like, Keela, you're still around secular environments. And it's not to say that I'll never ever be in a secular environment. I just understand what it does to me. So yeah, all I can say is going out, I just don't know how people do it. Being out, I literally just wanted to be with my friend, and this is what I used to do when I was younger and just enjoy myself. I enjoy Afrobeats. I enjoy it. What can I say? I enjoy Afrobeats. I do. But I couldn't enjoy it. Every 5 minutes, a guy was literally, and it wasn't even just, not all of, and they weren't rude, but they were just attaching themselves, like literally all over me. Like, you don't have to touch people. And it's even like, I don't know how many times I had to make up an excuse or anything, and it was still there. And I just found it so concerning. Like, if I was on my own, that would have been so intimidating. Do you know what I mean? And it's just how the males move in the club is like prey. Is it prey? Predators, sorry. And females are prey. I felt like prey. And I'm not a small girl. I'm tall and I'm quite, I can hold myself. And I felt like that, and I don't get easily intimidated. And it was too much, like to the point where I literally had to turn and I could still see them trying to talk. Like, that was just a lot. The club is a small place. People are wilding out. This sounds so judgmental, but people are wilding out. Yes, you're having a good time in the moment. But then if you look at someone who is intoxicated, they look gone. And I don't know why we've normalized it in this world to look gone like that. That's concerning. I know I've had experiences, I think twice or something, of blackout and not remembering something. And I was like, never again am I getting like that. How I do anything that can control my mind or cause me to forget things, nah, that's me done. There is no way I'm waking up the next morning and I'm not remembering. No. I was like, nope, that's not happening. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not. But, girl, I just felt like being there, the spiritual implication, I could just feel that they just knew I wasn't supposed to be there. They just knew I wasn't supposed to be there. They just knew it. Lord have mercy. And then one guy tried to say to me, where you from or whatever. As soon as I mentioned, oh yeah, Nigeria, Wales, whatever. Have you heard of a Yoruba demon? People, I'm going to talk to my Nigerian fellow brethren's family. Stop claiming a demon over your life. Stop Stop declaring with your mouth that you have a demon or that you are inherited a demon because your bloodline. Stop doing that. I rebuked him straight away. Lord have mercy that I rebuke things a lot, but I rebuked him. I don't care if I'm in the club. I rebuked him. Rebuke. Don't ever speak demons over me. Are you crazy? No, sir. I don't know what you have in you, but don't speak it over me. And people think I'm mad, but trust and believe. The transfer of things, I know, for example, when people are angry, and it's a spiritual thing going on because you don't even know you've got that angry, and the way your face is distorted right now, if I showed you, you would understand. Do you understand? As soon as you let that anger on you, it's interjected itself. Rebuke it. If you don't believe me, rebuke it in the name of Jesus and watch that thing just move away from you. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. But yeah, don't get me wrong. I like Afrobeats, but I just think I would enjoy it in the company of people I know or just being at home. The club life ain't for me. And do you know what? I think as well, people hold Christians to like such a high standard in a place where it's like you either expect us to fall or you want us to fall, and then you're like, see, this is why I won't believe in God, because you Christians don't even follow your own rules. Do you forget that we are human? I am not excusing my behavior. I'm not excusing our behavior. But do you actually forget that we are human beings, and the same things that tempt you tempt us, and even 10 times more a lot of the time, okay? Because we've chosen not to live in your lifestyle and chosen to turn our back on it. They're going to chase after us even more so, okay? So I think an encouragement to non-Christians or like, you know, even Christians, because boy, the judgment. Can we just, if we see someone acting differently or not acting according to the will of God, can we just say, are you okay? Because I've noticed different things. Can we not come on a condemning thing? Like, I had to even talk to myself because I know the way that I've spoken, and it's wrong. Because we can do more harm by condemning people than actually just saying, are you okay? Are you struggling in an area? Do you want me to pray for you? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's so easy to catch an offense if you say things the wrong way. And know that I'm talking to myself first and foremost. We're not perfect, but I think instead of allowing ourselves to be like, oh, I'm not perfect, oh, I do things wrong, and sitting in that, we can always make improvements, you know? I choose to look to God for my source of help and being a better person because I'm made in God's image. So it makes sense for me to look back to the Creator because I am the creation. Do you understand? Like, I'm going to look that way. But if people want to look around and think that they can do better, let me just tell you about the prodigal son. There's a lot of you that are running away like Jonah. You will come back. And it ain't going to be pretty, a lot of you, but you will come back. And there's a lot of guys I speak to about this kind of prodigal son scenario. The way you lot are going to come back, man. Rejoice. I'm already making celebrations. I can't wait. But anyway, this was supposed to be a small video. If you've managed to watch it, then God bless you, richly bless you. And I don't even just mean in wealth. I mean in health, in mindset, sanity, all of that, all of the good stuff. But have a blessed day. Bye.